What if you lived in a home on an island you couldn't leave, with limited amounts of food and safe drinking water? It would be very important to use only what you need. Well, it doesn't matter where your home is, because we all live on an island we can't leave.
I've been doing retreats here for many, many, many years, and we thought, let's do a retreat that really addresses planetary transformation and how the individual can get involved on a grassroots level. The Pachamama Alliance, which are the people who founded and developed and created this beautiful symposium, is based on three main objectives: social justice, environmental sustainability, and spiritual fulfillment. And when I heard those three, I thought, you know, that's the complete picture.
The Awakening the Dreamer Symposium is an educational tool. It's a workshop. It takes place over the course of 3 to 4 or 5 hours. It's designed as a transformational educational experience where people transform their experience of the crises that we have on our planet today and move from despair and resignation to hope and possibility and action.
From the very beginning, our indigenous partners told us that it was really, really great that we were working with them in the Amazon shoulder to shoulder. But that was only half the battle. They told us that if we really wanted to protect their lands permanently, we would need to go to work in our part of the world. And as they put it, we would need to change the dream of the North, the dream of the modern world, a dream rooted in consumption and acquisition, without any regard to the consequences to the natural world or even our own future.
You have to go in deep. You've got to open your eyes, be willing to see the corruption, the grief, the suffering in the world. I was a person, 10 years ago that wouldn't have wanted to look at it either, but I now know, being a witness to those images, you can use them to stir your strength, give you courage, and you use them to fire your conviction.
Ignorance is not bliss. Allow the blessed unrest that you may see from these images that are taken behind the scenes. Don't allow them to take you down and depress you, but rather use them to give you strength and courage and stand upon your own conviction.
We are in the midst of a mass extinction, but the news has not reached the general public. They are utterly unaware that the sacred and talismanic and heartbreakingly loved companions of ours on this earth are about to disappear forever. They will not return. We don't have 50 years to solve this problem. We don't have 20 years. We have a decade.
All of those things that are happening, environmental degradation and social injustice, none of that's intentional. It's a mistake. It's a mistake of a worldview that we have that says that we're separate from each other and separate from the planet. It's being discovered philosophically and scientifically that we are not separate. It's all connected. And if you start from that set of assumptions, rather than the set of assumptions that we're separate, you have a whole different set of possibilities. So you recognize, oh, if we're doing this to ourselves unintentionally, we can change what we're doing and end up with a completely different world by doing it intentionally. A lot of people who come to a symposium, they come because they know something's not working in life.
I am Peruvian born, and I am determined to bring sustainability to my country. I knew that the people needed to be inspired, so I presented the Awakening the Dreamer Symposium in my town of Ventanilla. The response was incredible. People were so engaged, and we started a recycling program. We also started teaching Peruvian biodiversity The students got very engaged, and we switched from unhealthy food to our traditional food.
Impact First International is a Toronto-based international NGO. We provide integrated microfinance and health services. My dream that if I'm here on earth, what I'm here to do is to help lift people out of poverty. The dream of a world in which each and everyone has equal opportunity to resources and equal opportunity to success.
I found out that the Belinda Stronach Foundation had an idea to bring together 20 young women from each of the G20 countries, plus one representing the African Union, and she came from Malawi, and they're between the ages of 18 and 20, and they were brought together to have their own summit a week before the G20 summit. They are the messengers for this happy and grateful positive activism movement, and they're the ones who have access to the youth.
Dear Mr. Prime Minister.
Dear Mr. Prime Minister.
I'm so grateful and happy that every child and woman is safe and secure.
I'm so happy and grateful that our world is working together as one. Vielen Dank.
My dream is to see every person on this planet happy, every being on this person happy. In fact, this entire planet to be happy. All the trees, all the animals, all the human beings, everyone. We teach people meditation. When a person meditates, he learns to calm down his mind, and when the mind is calm, a person becomes very aware of what is happening in the surroundings, and gradually the needs come down, gradually people become aware of what are the issues confronting humanity right now.
I'm dedicated to creating balance in a number of ways. In media, I do a daily radio show. My dream is that we do that. We understand that everything is God, which is one of the themes of my book. There is no difference between me and someone who is supposed to be more or less holy, a blade of grass, that beautiful lake out there, and that there is only one of us.
This is just one solar system, and it's already more energy, more God force than we could ever imagine, but that there are 100 billion stars on average in 100 billion galaxies. And that's just what we know.
The one clip that I found so powerful was the clip that showed all the organizations that are around the world. I didn't know that.
What you're seeing here is the beginning of a list of the 2 million organizations in the world that work towards social and environmental justice. And that's a minimum. To give you a sense of how big this movement is, if I start this tape today at 9 a.m. and we watch this all day and all night, and the day after that, and then we watch it for 3 more weeks, and then another month after that, we still would not have seen the names of all the groups in the world. It's the largest social movement in the history of humankind by far.
It's been such a powerful day that at the end we announced that Grail Springs will be a permanent hostess to the Pachamama Alliance Symposium. Once every season, we'll hold them on weekend retreats, so you get the full impact now. You don't have to go home, you can stay, you can work it even deeper. We're looking forward to that. My dream is to live long enough to know that the world is moving into the hands of conscious group of individuals. Hopefully my son and children who will grow with this new awareness, and they will be the new guardians. I'd like to leave the world knowing it's all okay.